Hi everyone, welcome to Amaranth. Hope you all are doing well. Thank you guys for joining me here. In today's video, we'll be taking a look at insights and messages for the collective Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. These being general messages, please take the ones that are resonating organically and don't force any onto your situation. You can also apply these messages to any aspect in your life. With that being said, Taurus, let's get into it. So the first card you have, Taurus, is the Serpent. It further says a sly and subtle approach is needed. So I feel that in the next few days you need to be a little bit more cautious than normal. There could be some things that will come out of the closet for, in the sense that you will hear something or know something about people not being honest around you. There could be people that are acting one way, saying one thing, doing another thing, like duplicitous people that could be like they appear to be one way, but they are another way. That could be possible as well. Nothing to be scared about, because the Serpent is a smart card of, like a cunning, like a fox. So keep your wits about yourself. There are always like these kind of, you'll encounter in every environment. There will be somebody who may not be totally honest. Maybe they don't even know that they're not being honest, but they appear like being dishonest to us. So that could be the case as well. So also snakes are very potent animal. It's the green, there's a lot of green. And green I associated with heart chakras. So renewal of the heart space, transformation as well in your heart space could be possible. This could also mean that always situations or habits or something that you did could be just, you could be releasing that, you could be shifting things up, changing things up the way that you're doing, more on the personal growth and development. So I do feel that this is a card where you need to be more flexible, more adaptable to situations, because the snake will slither, right? And it's very swift in its motion. It doesn't, it just slithers like really fast. 1 second you see them, the second you don't. So you might be required to act fast. Fast in a sense, not impulsively, but there might be something that you would need to act upon rather than sit on it for like days or weeks. Fast in the sense that you might need to act like in a few days' time. But don't be too extreme in your approach, because it says here a subtle approach is needed. So don't go extreme. Don't let the pendulum swing extreme either this way or that way. And at the same time, you have to be smart, sly. So don't be confrontational, be more smart in your words and actions. Next, Taurus, you have is the Adventure card, but it's in the reverse. And it further says, fear of failure or the unknown may be keeping you from taking risks and experiencing new opportunities. So it's talking about fears. So fears are in our mind. They're not real most of the time. And if you're fearful about something, there's always a chance to go get more details, get a backup plan, have your support system and network ready. Analyze the situation carefully. Be strategic about it. Don't be overly emotional. Don't take risks unnecessary, in a sense like reckless, Don't be reckless unnecessarily. And don't do things that are way too risky, something that you cannot take a U-turn from, something that backfires. Don't be too extreme in your approach. But if you take baby steps, one day at a time, and see how things are going and shaping up, then it's easier to retract, and we don't even feel that, we were able to absorb the shock of that failure if things don't start to work out. At the same time, if this is about investment, you have to be careful with your investment. Don't get too adventurous with your investment. So take it small, bits and pieces at a time. And this should be in every adventure that we do, whether it's buying a house, whether it's buying a car, whether it's actually adventure sports, or visiting new places or investments. We could be adventurous in any aspect, and we have to be taking baby steps and being calculative. But I don't see why fear should be completely holding you back, Taurus. Now, the first tarot card you have is the Ten of Swords, Minor Arcana. It's in the reverse for you. This is Sword Suit, air energy. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius are the air elements. Ten of Swords, something that you endured was really painful for you, Taurus. But I feel that it's of the past. I feel that you were struggling, there was pain, there was heartache. A lot of lessons were learned, but you have gained a lot of knowledge and you've learned a lot through all those difficult times, through facing challenges, right? So I feel that now you have released yourself, or you have moved on. You're no longer hurting. Even though the Ten of Swords is a painful card, an extremely painful card, so you've endured something really rough, Taurus. And I really feel that now you're ready to move on, or you are already moved on. It's like starting fresh, right? You've endured a lot, and I already feel the pain of this Ten of Swords. So I feel like you've been through a lot. It's like, hitting the lowest point and then bouncing back from there. It's like the phoenix rising. Something that was inevitable came to an end. Yes, there is pain that things ended. But then, now you're happy that you're moving on. Right? There is the future that we have to look forward to. So I feel that you are progressing slowly but surely, but you're moving forward. And you've learned a lot. And I don't think you will ever put yourself in such kind of situations ever again. For those of you who still have some issues that you need to work through, it's better to actually work through it, because you want to just talk it through, or, get it done and over with, so that you start fresh and you don't have to look back ever, because Ten of Swords is the last card of the suit. Now, after this is new beginnings, right? So there is newness, there is forward movement in a new way. It's a rebirth card, even though, it just Phoenix is known as like for the rebirth, but this is also a card of rebirth. This is like seeing things for what they are, and seeing like what really hurt you, what was painful, where what you don't want to carry forward in your life, and what you want to, because this is a huge transformative card. You would have experienced a huge transformation, going through this pain. We have to make a lot of changes. For some of you, there is no going back to a certain situation. So there is a lot of emotions that have been, stirred up, and you had to process all of that. And it takes the longest time to process emotions. Physical hurt. Some of you, it could be like physical hurt or some kind of surgery or something. But for the most part, I feel that this was a difficult situation that you had to face, and you were carrying this on your back for a long, long time. But now, you're moving forward. There's a change. There's a big change in a good way. And of course, when you shift seeds, this is like a completely different direction. So you cannot be going in the same direction that you were. So completely different direction. And when we make this kind of when you go tangent completely in a different direction, it presents itself with a new set of challenges, right? Because it's something that we're going to learn on the way. But it's not like a sword moment. That lesson or that learning that happens is the Ace of Swords. It's new beginning. We learn new things, we apply, and we create a lifestyle or future for us. Next, you have Taurus is the Four of Swords in the reverse. This is Millennial Arcana. Again, there's Trevel involved. There's again sword suit. Air elements, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So Four of Swords in the reverse, it's again a continuation of the Ten of Swords in the reverse. So I feel that you took your time off to, think things through, to take a break, to relax, to recharge mentally, emotionally, physically. And now you're ready to, take action, do the next thing. What's next? So you are changing direction, but before that you had to take a pause. This was the pause, there's a rest. A resting phase. You could have been into spiritual practices, meditating, taking care of yourself in several ways so that, you can de-stress, detoxify. Because I feel like you were burnt out with all of everything that you went through. The Ten of Swords is a difficult energy to endure, and it really causes a heaviness in the body, mind and soul. So I do feel that with everything gone downhill with the Ten of Swords, now you're regrouping, you're planning things for the future, you're ready to, go at it, create something for yourself. But here you need to stay balanced, stay focused, don't overdo things, don't burn out again. Especially, this could also be not just this could be in relationships. It could be that you are healing. Maybe you've separated or distanced yourself from people, and that caused a lot of stress. So that's something that we need a lot of time to process our emotions and to run it by our mind, to have a future plan, to introspect and understand what went wrong. So it causes an overstimulation of the mind, overexertion of the body. Because it's hard, with the Ten of Swords, Four of Swords, it's hard to put the work in, you don't feel like doing you're not in the right mojo to put the work in. So I feel that it's good that you took this resting period and now you're ready to go do your thing again. Right? So it's just that you have all those, now you're wiser, and now you're more resilient because you've been through Ten of Swords, so you can handle anything pretty much. But stay balanced, and Ten of Swords, again, if there is any issues pending, I feel that you've worked through it all, whether it's in your mind or whether it's with people. Swords is also communication, processing thoughts, having ideas, planning, strategizing for the future. So I feel talk things through, have systems in place so that, going forward, when you move, you don't have to deal with the stresses of this situation again. The last tarot card, Taurus, you have is the High Priestess in the reverse. This is Major Arcana, High Sea and Energy, 12th house. These are all cards in the reverse. Ten of Swords in the reverse is good. Four of Swords in the reverse is also good. But High Priestess in the reverse is like you're not listening to your inner self. You probably ignored all the signs, all the gut feelings, your intuition. You probably ignored it all to land up in a Ten of Swords. So now I feel that you can switch this up and pay more attention to what your body, your gut is trying to tell you. Pay attention to signs, read the body language, try to read the energy of the people. So, and yes, it's good to get opinions, but at the same time, don't take action on what people say. You have to first analyze it yourself and see if the plan of action works for you or not. So spirituality can help in a big way. Don't ignore that side. It really helps to not only recoup and regain our strength back, but also opens up our crown chakra, so we connect to our divine angels and messages that the universe is trying to send us through numbers, texts, words, and information. So focus on some spiritual practice, and there's so many out there. See which one works for you. Also, High Priestess in the reverse could mean things that are hidden around you, and your opening card was Serpent. So there could be things that are hidden around you, Taurus, in your environment. So be careful, like who's not being honest with you, who's withholding information, who's not opening up, who's not sharing what they feel, or who's withholding the truth or the facts of the situation. So be mindful of that. Also, Pisces card is the water, it's water element. Pisces is the water element. So there's a lot of emotional depth with this high priestess, right? It's tapping into our subconscious. So be mindful of how you express yourself even. Avoid those emotional outbursts or avoid feeling tensed or ground yourself. Grounding is very important. So to ground yourself, use your root chakra, which is like, moving around, going outside, keeping busy with earthly and worldly things. That will activate and keep your root chakra busy, and it will help ground your emotions. So be careful of any kind of outbursts, or if people are throwing some tantrums or creating tension unnecessarily, especially with your personal relationships. Even could be at work, but I'm feeling more like community and personal relationships. So I do feel, Taurus, that you need to be more clear, gain the clarity in situations where you feel that people are not being honest, or there's something going on in the background that you're not aware of. Also stay focused, if this is about working on something that you're choosing a direction, trying to plan something, trying to learn some skill, or prepare for your next stage or next chapter in life, then don't be distracted by small things. Today, the world is full of distractions, and, it's hard to put focus. So you could be in that situation as well. So keep all distractions at bay. Also, when people give you opinions and suggestions, make sure you consult with your own self before you take any action. And, while it's good to listen to everybody, you don't have to do what they say. Don't feel pressurized in any way to do what, your friends or family or somebody's telling you to do, unless that's your inner calling, or that's your inner voice telling you to do it. Now, the next oracle card you have is number 9. So that number could be important in the next few days for you, Taurus. You have the first quarter moon assessing. Then that's exactly what it is. Right? It's a phase where you're planning, you're taking the right actions, you're building momentum, you're making the right decisions. First quarter moon, if you see the picture, the moon is half illuminated, which means that, half illuminated and half dark. So it's exactly a balance between light and dark, light and shadow, right? Which is, about not the whole picture is available to you, because half moon is still dark. But whatever you have learned from the past, from your experiences, right, that will help you to move forward in a good way, in a stable way. You'll be able to, create that solid foundation for yourself now, and in a very decisive way. So I do feel that you're very soon, Taurus, heading into a time of taking initiatives, being, pushing forward, and any obstacles coming, you're going to just, swat it left and right. So do your due diligence, do your planning, and stay on track to accomplish your goals. I also feel that don't be afraid of challenges, because challenges are nothing but times of growth. You will get growth spurts. These are opportunities to learn so much about ourselves, about the tools, services, people, companies available to help us grow. So even if you have to fine-tune things, refine things, change up things, then don't hesitate to do so, because this is a great time for you to put the work into action and manifest whatever you have planned to do. Only thing is, don't give up. Stay consistent, stay put. Have that I will do it, I can do it. So you will see tangible results if you put in the right kind of work. And also if you keep learning, keep growing, be creative. So you have to put in the work, we all have to manifest it. We have to put in the work. Otherwise nothing gets done or accomplished, right? So I do see a lot of flowchart design. So you might be somebody technical or, using some drawings or tools. But I also see that you're very determined, you have that inner resolve to create something really strong and stable for you for the future. So you will be moving in a very positive direction, and you've learned a lot, so you're being very vigilant with the serpent energy, with the high priestess and the reverse. Be careful of your environment. People are always waiting to bring us down and cause obstacles and setbacks for us. But, don't give in too much information to people unless you finish accomplishing or you're towards the finish line. And just keep going. I mean, don't lose focus, don't be distracted, and you'll soon accomplish your goal stars. And the last card for today, Taurus, you have is the Metamorphosis Mirage. And it says, embrace the tender transition between past forms and future possibilities as illuminated by the transformative butterfly. So, there is a transformative butterfly in the picture, and you're completely shifting. It's a mirage, like completely opposite. I feel you're going in a completely different direction right now, Taurus. There's a huge transition here between what was and, what you are going to create is going to be a mirage. It's going to be like a mirror image of it. So, mirror image is like completely opposite, right? Completely opposite. So, there's a butterfly, which means you've been through a huge transformation process. And I feel that, the future path is now getting illuminated, because first quarter moon, half is illuminated and the rest half will be illuminated as you keep working your way through. Okay, so Taurus, those were your messages. Hope they were insightful and helpful. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. If you like the messages, please hit the like and consider subscribing. It really helps this channel. Thank you very much, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, you all. Bye for now.